why.
I had some trouble this morning. Dee was texting me all day. I didn't get a single one. Looks like we're live. We are live. Da da
Right
da
then.
da. This is Sue Greenwald here with King Smarty. Yay! Looks
Yay.
so different than it normally does. My screen. Dee was texting me all day. I didn't get a single.
All righty then. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. How are you today, Smarty?
I am fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Busy.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's all, so many things coming at us, and um it is what it is. We're gonna
Yeah.
get past we're getting past all this stuff. So
Yeah. It does seem like everything is like being thrown at us, like problems, delays, drama, and all that, and
right.
yeah, getting past it.
Yep, all good. So let's we got a lot of different things happening. We got a lot of different threats and stuff like that being made. We got a lot of disclosures still happening. We got a lot of UFO activity happening. We got a lot of everything happening, and this is what needs to happen so that
Right,
the world wakes up from their fucking slumber.
right, right.
And that's where we're at with it right now. So it's exciting to watch. And those of you that are fully aware of Daddy and the presence and all the things that I've been teaching y'all, y'all know we're already covered. They are literally taking themselves out, and we are energetically putting the energy behind them taking themselves out. Like Dave likes to say, it's corporations against corporations.
Yeah, yeah,
And at the same time, where it's literally families taking over, taking out families, if you would. That's what this whole system's been. If you dive into it like we have been forcefully diving into it for the last couple of months and weeks, we're realizing that this is nothing but families who think they control the world, which is why
right,
they have borders, and they create these birth certificates and contracts and all this shit. Is literally families thinking they control everything. So there's things that are happening to literally wipe them all out, and it's happening by default because I don't expect everybody to learn all this shit overnight. So with that being said, is Daddy's doing things in a way where we're addressing it, and it's going to be so much easier for the people to claim their sovereignty and just walk in the light and walk with Daddy, and know that you are inhabitants of the land. And yeah, some of y'all are not even from this land. So there's a lot, just like we're not from other lands. I'm an indigenous Indian from this land, and they made me and my people believe we were other than that. So it's like all this bamboozle shit going on, and the fact that there hasn't been judges in place as far as the court system since 1982 or something like that, where these judges parading as judges are nothing but administrators. So we're finding out all this shit, and Daddy's having me expose it all because who better to do it than me?
right.
And not only that, Daddy set them up. Daddy set them up. Just like everything else he has us get involved in, he set them up. So they're having to come to terms with all of that and come to Jesus meetings and shit, if you call it. But yeah, that's why these governments, that's why they can do, that's why they do what they think they can do and get away with it, because they're the ones that created the government, so they do what they want. Big families trying to control everything. You saw the threats from Trump threatening to do white people off of the planet and blah blah blah. But then you saw also the report yesterday about it wasn't about wiping people off the planet. It was about wiping the families that control the money systems off the planet, which is what happened. we've confirmed and validated it, and that's what we've been working on this whole time. So when Daddy says that he owns the bank, we own the bank, I own the bank, that's what we're walking into. And even the stuff that I'm dealing with these locals and trying to frame me and trying to say I stole things that I didn't steal, all of this allowed me to get my documents in order, my paperwork in order, and it also is allowing me to be known as the king on paper. So it is what it is. We're walking through it and we're getting it all done. There's a lot of things that are taking place around the world. There's a lot of new contacts being made. There's a lot of people rising and realizing what the problem is, and we know that it's we know that it's the Israelis and whatnot. However, it's deeper than that. It's actually a satanic cult that's been doing this for
Right.
thousands of years.
Right.
We call them the cabal because that sums them all up, right?
Mhm.
So we're literally taking them out, taking them down, and we're doing it in a way where you're only allowed to do so much to us, and then Daddy allows us to wipe the floor with you.
So the report then, what you posted, I think it was this morning about these families being taken out, that was correct, that the war and all that is like kind of a smoke screen. Although it is actually happening as well, but behind the scenes, the reason is they're taking out these families and their
That's
system.
right. That's right. And look. I mean, it's all being played this way. Dad is in full control.
Mhm.
The military like to say they're in control too. However, the military follows does
Yeah,
what Daddy wants them to do at the end of the day. Now, think about it this way. We heard all this shit that was being said the last 2 days or so, right? And then we heard this ceasefire stuff last night and this morning. And then we're hearing that Israel broke the ceasefire, which only makes Israel look worse because Trump is the one that negotiated that.
right,
So if you ask me, that was a game played that was supposed to play. So now that pulls us away from Netanyahu,
right.
Satan Yahoo, who's been dead already,
Yeah,
right? So it's happening in a way where people are being exposed, people are being eliminated, and the the end result is everyone being free, sovereign beings, being able to travel anywhere, because the light forces, the light brigades, and those of us that are listening to Dad are here to literally wipe out this dark cabal. Literally, that's what you're all witnessing and seeing.
right.
So we know better. We know better than to worry about what's happening. We know that Daddy's not going to allow a specific group of individuals take out an entire civilization or a chunk of planet. It's not going to happen that way. He's allowing the chaos and the battling back and forth happen just so that things do get exposed. And like I've been saying, the people that do perish, they were under special contracts with Daddy to perish, and a lot of them were paying their karmic debt by volunteering to come in here just to be one of the ones taken out the way that the missiles are doing and all that stuff. A lot of the people in all areas, including Israel, are being safe and protected. So when you see me laughing about a whole area being, wiped out, that's the dark ones being wiped out, and the innocent ones in that area are being saved, because that's what Daddy knows who's who. He knows everything. He knows there's good people there, just monitoring and watching. In fact, there's even people now coming out about what they've been investigating in Israel because now they're free to do so. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all of it is done by Daddy's design. I'm not taking no credit from it. I'm just the only credit that I get is when one of them have to be eliminated. I'm there. Don't play no games with that shit. They have to go. and they're going to go. And at the same time, we're getting ready to celebrate because Daddy wants us to celebrate. All those times I talked about celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And no matter what happens, Daddy won. We're stuck here forever. This little bit of hurdles and speed bumps in the way was always meant to be. And the people that are involved with the speed bumps and the hurdles, they were chosen to be there so that we can remove them, and they can be the picture on the wall. This person is the one that allowed it all to come down for um, all of their people to witness and see. And it's really not that difficult to see that all of this has been planned, all of it, including your life, my life, everyone's life. We trust in Daddy. Daddy takes care of us. That's just it. That's where we're at with all of it. So as they continue to battle each other, those of us that are right with Daddy don't have to worry about nothing. In fact, we are going to be the first ones to transform, just like the end of the Bible where it says, the people will experience eternal life. I've taught you how possible that is, and it's all done by frequencies, energy. Now people know exactly how it's possible because of all my work. I'm not the only one talking about frequencies, energies, and all that. I'm the only one that can do what I can do, though. So that's where we're at with it. We're wrapping this shit up as fast as Daddy allows. And yesterday, the day before was a big day. Um, you see, the Schumann residence is off the charts because he had us do that. We did 2 days ago. We did last night. Boom, there it is. Not playing games. So, what do you think happens when these people um, literally um, when literally feel that energy and consciousness shift, right? It literally destroys them, burns them, fries them. So every time we do that consciousness level, people, places, and things that shouldn't be in the new reality literally get fried. It just fades away, like I've been saying, and it allows the new things to come into, to fade in. All of the beautiful things that we've been relaying to everyone. Daddy's been telling me to tell y'all all this stuff. So that's where we're walking into right now, literally right now. Let the corporations kill each other off, and we build new ones without the deception, without the you have to agree to this, but it's really not what you think it is. But if you agree to it, we're going to harvest your children forever and they'll be a piece of stock and all this other shit, right?
Yeah.
That shit is over with. That's where we're headed at. That's where we're at. We're actually been there, to tell you the truth. The problem is people weren't consciously aware of what they've been doing. And now we are. And because of them doing what they did to me, it allowed all of the shit being exposed everywhere. And now we're putting directed energy into it. Done, 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 done.
Done, done, done.
Done, done, done. We're even finding out more stuff about how the sheriffs aren't even appointed, or the duties. I mean, not the duties. The deputies, only the main sheriff. Everybody else under him is fraud. So we're like, what the fuck is really happening here? Holy shit. So, being the fact that they have assurity bonds and tax IDs and this and that and blah blah blah, it's showing everybody how this has been nothing but a corporation, a business the whole fucking time, and they tricked y'all into playing the game with them. Just like it's literally just like paying taxes. We know that if we if we agree to pay the taxes, then we're liable. You see what I'm saying? So it's voluntary. And they don't want you to know that stuff. They don't want you to know that they're not judges. They don't want you to know that they're attorneys for the crown, if you would. This shit is literally being dismantled as we speak. So it's not just the Israelis. It's the satanic cult. It's the cabal, the Illuminati, Masons, all of these dark fucking groups of individuals who all they wanted to do was enslave everybody, kidnap them, adrenochrome, and all the other bullshit that they've been doing. So this is coming to an end, and it has come to an end. Period. That's that. Now we'll go with Q&A.
There's so many funny things I could say right now, but it's so exciting. Okay. I have kind of tiptoed around this a couple times. Gerald and the underwater city. Okay. So we got a story of a dude helping a dolphin group build an underwater city, and then all of a sudden the government is killing all the dolphins. So it's a true story, right? So how can so these dolphins wanted a city that the humans and the dolphins will cohabitate in.
They said they wasn't ready for me yet.
Ah, okay. Cause it's kind of like, it's just, I'm dancing around how this can work, you know?
It's easy. I mean, just because they're dolphins don't mean they can't do things. I mean, they're actually smarter than people.
Well, they don't really need a city, do they?
It's yeah, they do actually. Where are we going to go sit at when we go visit?
Ah,
Where are we going to go hang out? What restaurants we're gonna, you know? It's just like the ant people that JP and them talk about.
yeah,
There's civilizations all around this place and off the planet. So, a lot of these beings can also take form. That's why you see Indians turning into wolves, and you hear dog man stories and all Bigfoot stories and stuff
yep,
like that.
yep,
A lot of beings can move in and out dimensions and can
right,
shapeshift.
right,
I've been sharing those videos throughout the years
yep,
where a guy walks down the street, turns into a cat. And the same thing, a dog or cat runs across the street and stands up and becomes a man.
yep.
Well, you've been seeing all that in movies because it's all been real. So back to Gerald, they are very real, and they were in this area because um, they know we can do what we can do because we communicate with them. Every time Daddy wants me to go out there, that's what I do. I communicate with them. There's plenty of evidence of me doing that. So when they came here, that's when they told me about what they were doing, and then the next day it was reported on how they were killing them. So the cool thing about Daddy is that when he wants some beings revived, they become living again, reanimates them, restores them as if it never happened. And this is possible because I've told you guys about the Christian chambers.
Yep.
We know lots of stories about different people that were assassinated, come right back to life.
Yep.
The Black Jesus guy, Samuel Tuco, something like that.
Topo or something like that.
Right, right. And then, all of these things are possible. If you think if you think that these things are not possible, you're limiting your creator.
Mhm.
Point blank, period. You're eliminating your creator.
Yeah.
Limiting. I'm tired of this fucking human shit, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I'd rather be here talking all day long with dolphins.
Yeah. Well, you know, my friend Daniel James, who's our photographer friend, when we were out in Mount Shasta, he saw a shapeshifter like right in front of him. It shifted twice, and I did a video with him. And I was down the street. I didn't actually see it, but I was literally like 6 houses away when that happened. But very cool.
Well, what do you think the reptiles have been doing all this time? That's how they've been keeping
Yeah.
the cabal in line, because they would shapeshift in front of them and kill a few or whatever in front of them, and that kept them all in check.
Yep. Yep.
Where I'm doing similar. I'm just not killing them. I'm just popping up, warning them,
Getting right in their grill.
literally
Yep.
warning them,
Yeah.
do the right thing. If I got to come back, you're going to daddy. That's literally how it's been. A lot of the times, daddy's literally right behind me. And one of the recent videos that we posted, you can see. I think it was the children video. You can see me walking, and the light is behind me. That's literally how it is. Sometimes it would just be me, and then it would be daddy and me. Um, when it's just me, they I guess they didn't take it serious, or wasn't, whatever it was. But then when they see daddy there, then it's like, whoa, hey. And again, people don't have to believe what I say. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I do not care.
Yep.
I'm way past that. Way past that. So if I tell you something and you don't believe me, whose fault is that? When it happens, then you're like, oh shit, man, you said it was gonna happen. Yeah, you thought I was fucking joking? You think I sit here and make shit up because it's the thing to do? You think I like being looking like a fucking weirdo? No. But yeah, I'm going to stay weird because
Yeah.
staying weird is fucking cool, by the way. It actually is the new cool, come to think about it, right?
Yep.
You get to talk to God. You get to do what he does. I mean, do what he tells you to do. You get to tell people crazy shit. You get to heal people. You get to hear people crying about how you healed them. You get to have all these different things happening, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I'm so grateful that we've gotten to know you, and you've given us this information, but we also understand how it works so much better. Like it just makes it so much more fun, right? And interesting. And then we're able to put our energy behind it more when we understand more, if that makes
That's
sense.
that is the key right there. Because remember, I told those of you that have been with me for all this time,
Hmm.
even if I was full of shit, I taught you how to defeat me. Love, energy, command. You know, um, Working with daddy, doing all these powerful things with love. If I was evil, you guys would be able to defeat me. But since I'm not evil, I guess I'm stuck here. So, so I need to teach everybody so that we can
Yep.
manifest our beautiful world overnight, and that's what we have been doing. So all of the different things that we're going through it because it needs to change, and that's why I made that one poster that says "Smarty changes shit." Because it's true. I do change shit, and I taught you guys how to change shit, and that's why we're always going to be in the positions that we're going to be, because first of all, we were made by daddy. And those of us that listen to daddy don't have, well, some of us don't have a choice, but daddy likes to say we have a choice. Yeah, no. 'Cause I don't like my ass cheeks on fire.
Yep. Yep.
So, I mean, he does let us, give us some slack and hit, things like that. At the end of the day, we're made to do things. We are made to do specific tasks. And if not if, but when we all come together to do the task that we were made to do, then things become a lot more efficient, easy on each other. People don't have to worry about nothing because the community that we're building is here to take care of each other. And we've been doing it all energetically, right? Because that's what I've been teaching y'all. We've been doing it energetically, and we are doing it financially now too. This is where we're at with it. We're literally getting ready to spread the wealth on a scale that has never been done on this planet. And when I say never, I mean like never, no matter how long this planet's been, because you're talking about everything changed, and there wasn't nothing like what we're getting ready to do. Nothing. It's it's so wild to see and wild to even relay it the way that I see it, because some of it sounds, far fetched, and I understand that part too. However, I do say things that do manifest because Dad shows me and tells me, and I wouldn't be able to make this shit up because I wouldn't fucking know where to start. I keep saying that over and over because that's the truth. It's a wild thing to be in tune with Daddy the way that we are, and then still have the freedom to be ourselves the way that I am. You know, I'm I'm whatever the fuck I am, but I'm just happy. I love to joke around. I look like this right now, but I have the freedom to do whatever I want because I'm doing what Daddy wants me to do, and that's where we're all headed to. That's where we're all walking into. So to get what you want is literally what I keep saying. Help others get what they want. I don't want much. I already have everything that I want. I got my bling bling. I got brand new vehicles out front. I got a beautiful environment where we're at, and it's because of my work that I earned. Don't have to steal nothing. What I'm being accused of. Don't have to do no type of dark things. Yes, we feel we deserve more, but at the end of the day, everything that Daddy wants us to have, we have, and He is getting ready to send us in these caverns and caves that have unlimited resources. And what I'm going to do with that, you're going to witness because I've been telling y'all exactly what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to give it back to everybody, ending all the wars. 2 or 3 days ago, Daddy wanted us to have a massive ship uncloak in front of everybody in Israel and in Iran, and that happened. It was videotaped. The one in Iran still has to be shown, but it happens. And I get more and more excited about all this shit is because this is what I always wanted. I wanted this shit done yesterday. I want to be vindicated, if you would, because this shit is crazy. The shit that I be saying is crazy. When I be telling people certain things, it's fucking crazy. And they say, yeah, that's never going to happen. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
You heard him, Daddy? He's like, I got you. I got you. Let him talk. So it's rewarding to see these things happen and manifest a whole lot faster, whole lot faster, whole lot faster. So we're here. We are definitely
So
here.
exciting. So exciting.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you mess around with the moon again? We have a viewer that's in the Netherlands that said the moon hasn't been there for about 4 days. Now, I've seen the moon here at least a few days ago, but just wanted to ask the question.
Yeah, it's being moved around. Um, we're doing lots of things. There's big ships in the way of the moon. There's all types of things happening.
Ooh.
Like, there's a couple of scenes, and I even in some of my posters where you have literally ships everywhere, right? In the posters, you don't see them moving, but in my mind's eye, in those others' mind's eyes that can see these things, you can see that there's fucking things everywhere. What the fuck? Holy shit! Just last night, I was filming ships everywhere, and uh, uh, um, the moon is not what you think. It's not a fucking moon. It's actually a spacecraft, and they're trying to hide all these things from people. At the end of the day, you're going to see all of this stuff be exactly what I say it is because Dad told me so. And he hasn't. Daddy tells me things, and that shit be like boom. He tells B things, and it's like boom. And then I'm I would like to see certain things happen right fucking now, right? But but we have to allow the process, because if we don't allow the process, how is everybody else going to know? How is everybody else going to see that this is real? Unfortunately, a lot of people do have to see it to believe it. I get that message all the time.
Mhm.
I don't believe that. I don't give a fuck what you believe. I'm past your belief system. I know that belief systems change every day. As a matter of fact, watch this. I change their fucking gas tank and the car starts steaming, right? Or I hit their phone and the radiation stops. Or I go to the water and calm that shit. I go to the backyard and blow the trees. All the stuff that you see on these videos, I live this shit, right? So I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say. I only care what Daddy says. That's it. So the moon it's a base. Well, there's bases on it. It is a spacecraft. It's a giant one, and all of these things will be revealed, and you will be able to visit. Just not the way that these fake spaceships go up and down.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more. It's way more advanced than what you guys think of. Think about Star Wars, Star Trek, and the most advanced civilization, or the most advanced thing you could think of. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. So we're all becoming what we always were. We're being restored. I'll say that. We're being restored to what we are, and it's rewarding. It wasn't easy. However, we did it. Okay.
Yay. Yay.
Yep.
So speaking of celebrations, next Friday is Abundance Day, the 17th. Okay. So fair warning, everyone watching, Abundance Day, right?
Yep. Abundance Day. Go out and get some. Go out and get some cake, some. Just like if it's a birthday party or something.
Yep.
Cook, have a nice little feast. That's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. So, um, it's going to be, one of many new holidays as we as we walk into our new reality. Daddy wants people to know that he's abundant. He's abundant. If you're stressing about financials, and if you're stressing about not having enough food, you have to literally put your life in your hands, or whatever, your life and your everything. You just got to give it up to Daddy, because Daddy is the one that supplies all of us. If you get a notion, or if you get a strong, you know um gesture, or if you would, if you feel like you're anxious to do something, um that will allow you to generate income, that's coming from Daddy. If you're feeling like going out and helping somebody, with a couple of dollars, go ahead and do that because daddy's watching. Those couple of dollars become thousands.
Right.
I know because I that's how I live. And the people that are around me, they know that that's how I live. And that's why I never worry about anything because daddy's got my back. He's got all of our backs. The problem is I know it. Some of y'all don't. And with that being said, just ask him for stuff, man. Don't be afraid to ask him for shit. Don't feel like you're not worthy of nothing because you're a part of daddy. He made us all, right? Hey daddy, I need to pay these bills. Can you help me out here? And he'll laugh at you. Of course, I got you. Next thing you know, you're sitting there stressing the fuck out, and boom, there it is.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. So just be be grateful for everything that he's given us because he's given us literally everything. And the problem is people don't recognize that and don't appreciate that. I say thank you, Daddy, all the time, every day, every day.
Gratitude, gratitude is one of the highest vibrations. So, like, like you said, you get up in the morning and you say, thank you, Daddy, before you touch your phone or get out of bed. We should all be doing that. Like
Yeah,
yeah. And,
and then
sometimes we sleep better than others, but we always should say thank you, right?
yeah, and then the next thing is who do I got to kill?
Yeah, I don't do that. That's
Well,
funny.
well, that's not your job. This is my
No.
job,
That's funny. Okay,
and
question.
they know it's my job too. So it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
The man's clearly telling the truth, and I wouldn't go over there messing with him.
Yeah.
Y'all can.
That's funny.
Yep. Go ahead. Next
All right.
question.
Question. Is there a map of the real world? So is there a real map that we can see so we can see what the real layout is, or will we see the real map shortly down the line?
The answer is yes. It looks like one. It looks like the map. It looks like the map that has the four different continents with the rivers running through it like that. And that's what um, when you start removing the dams and stuff like we talked about. All of that stuff comes back. The water gets put back into where it's supposed to be, and land masks start to it's going to appear like they rise, but it's actually the water going back to where it's supposed to be. So yeah, you'll be able to see the original maps, and there's locations like in Ethiopia and Russia that has the real maps. So if you
Oh,
guys
they
look it
do?
up, yeah, if you guys look it up, you'll find it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they, like, I know that, remember that video like a year or so ago? The guy was in a museum, like, I forget where he was right now. And he showed us things on video. It was fascinating,
Hmm.
but I didn't know there was a map. So that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, and I told y'all before, flip it upside down, flip it like this, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you get the bigger picture, which is why you can walk from India to California.
Yeah.
It's all ass backwards. It's like what like who gave y'all the right to do all this stuff down here? Who gave y'all the right the authority to create all these different labels and to create all these different sections and borders and stuff like that? Like who does that?
Yeah. Well, the deception is so much deeper than we know. I mean, we still don't know all the things we don't know, but we're catching it, we're getting there. So yay. Okay, diamonds, we're taught that diamonds are super precious and worth thousands of dollars, right? And then we saw a video about 2 weeks ago that they're made basically from the remains of, we're going to say other civilizations. So we'll say people and other animals, creatures, whatever you want to call it. That's what diamonds are made of.
Yeah, just like gold. Oil.
Yeah.
Fossil fuel is. You
Yeah.
know, there's stories about um, you know, stories about the Israelis turning kids into diamonds and blah 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 blah. Um, at the end of the day, dad forms all the diamonds, and the reason why a specific group of individuals have all the diamonds is because these same group of individuals were in a certain location in Africa hoarding all the diamonds. So they would gather up billions and billions of dollars worth of diamonds, store them in containers, and then say there's only little bits pieces, and we'll sell it off for thousands of dollars and tell everybody that there's only a little bit of handful, and then we'll say you're gonna get married, put that rock on your wife's, and then they got these big ass noses like this and shit.
So let's say you love diamonds, like people like, we want diamonds, like you're a person that really loves them. Is there any I don't know, I'm trying to think of the word. Should we still love them, or should we just say or should we say no way, not for me?
Well, at the end of the day, keep in mind, Dad created everything.
Okay.
So
So
if that allows you to have a diamond necklace over around your neck,
who would ever wear diamonds around their neck?
all right. Last time I heard, the Lord loves bling bling.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Because
Not to cut you off, but
yeah,
my crystalline chamber, my personal one, has diamonds all around it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Well, I have seen your diamond collection and it's mind blowing. Okay, I'm just going to say that. But I just wanted to understand it, like for the regular person, like if they're going to get married or whatever, they want jewelry. It's quite, they spend a lot of effort to buy these things. They take really good care of them, and it's again another way they're deceived for
Yeah,
money. Yeah.
literally. Like you can. First of all, marriage is not the business. Daddy didn't invent that shit. He did make um what do you call it, others for us to do his bidding, if you would, to reseed the planet and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
marriage was never a thing. He designed people for people. He designed, me for this one, for that one, and that one for me, and etc. etc. And it's because of the offsprings that will spring off of us.
Right.
It was never meant like marriage is a controlling thing, if you ask me. Because when you get married, then you feel like you're literally blocking each other's blessings because you feel like you should be, you know, you shouldn't do certain things, or you should do certain things. And then that's where it gets all messed up, because now you're expecting. And then all of a sudden you're upset because you were expecting certain things and it didn't happen that way. So in the future, it would be agreements. It would be like agreements, like I agree to do this, I agree to do that. Let's be peaceful of it all. Let's most and foremost get connected to Dad, and let's see if he wants us to move forward. There's ways to test these things now. You can do muscle testing, you can do pendulums, or you can go straight to Daddy like I do. And that way you all stay um, vibrating at a high level, because now there's no more chaos in relationships when we're all connected to Dad. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you can still go out and buy a beautiful rock for your lady, and do fancy things and buy them fancy whatever. It's just you don't have those contracts in place, those fees in place for the marriage certificates and stupid shit that they created, right? So all of that shit is going away. Um, and again, going back to the whole diamonds and just about anything, jewelry, cars, If that's something you don't like, that's fine. It doesn't mean another person don't like it. There is a thing still called free will, and you can choose not to have diamonds, or you can choose to have them. It's totally up to you. Don't let nobody make you feel any other way than, you shouldn't have this type of stuff because it's wrong. If you got it in a benevolent way and dad allows you to have it, what's wrong with that? And again, this is why they say money is the root to all evil. I don't believe that. In fact, I know that's not the case because all the money that I've been earning for the last 10 years, I've earned it in a benevolent way and I did benevolent things with it. So it doesn't matter who owned or whose fucking face is on the money. I barely see it nowadays because everything's electronically, right? So that being said, I don't believe that. I believe that we can do benevolent things and earn a benevolent income and
Right.
and 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 continue to do so. What I suggest people to do now is get super creative, create products, just create things that will help you generate an income. And I get it, not everybody's savvy or whatever with that. There are other things that are coming into play with the new reality as far as people working. You're going to have 3-day work weeks. You're going to be able to spend more time with your kids because of the 3-day work weeks, triple pay. Nobody's doing that. So they're going to have to compete with us. They're going to have to compete with me because I'm the fucking boss, right? And there's no competition for that. So what I see happening, what Daddy said was going to happen is that companies will literally fall underneath us because they won't be able to compete. And if they do compete, then Daddy gets what he wants anyway. The entire world working 3-day work weeks. And the companies that do decide to follow my lead get to stick around. And we'll even do business with them. Because there's a new fucking sheriff in town if you haven't fucking realized this shit.
Right, right.
So you'll have more time with your family. We'll get more people working. We're going to spread the wealth because you'll still have guaranteed income. You'll still have all of these other income streams that Daddy's going to have us create and produce. And it's just going to be fun. And you can't tell me that if you give people a bunch of fucking money, people won't do shit. That's not true. I don't believe that for one bit. I know people that would come over and clean the fucking toilet no matter how much money they had in their bank because that's what they love to do. I'm going to clean your toilet.
Have at it.
Have at it, right?
Yep,
So
yep.
people love to be helpful. People love to be helpful. Those of you that don't know of my children, Sophie right now, that's all she says. Can I help? 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 You see it. She's a wild one. She's definitely not the average. However, she does like to help. So with that, I see what it is, and then I get her to do certain things so that she's busy doing this. In her mind, she's helping. In my mind, she's out my way.
Yeah. Well, when you have kids, it takes a little bit longer, but once you train them, then they can help for real, and that's
Yeah.
a problem. A lot of people just do the work themselves rather than train the child.
And that's the thing. So people
Yeah.
are going to be helpful in all areas.
Yep. Yep.
In all areas. And they're going to do it because it's cool. They're a part of something,
Yep.
and you're not going to have a fucking a boss yelling at you because you didn't do
Yep.
something right.
Yep.
Because I don't do that shit. Nobody around me should be doing that shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's a benevolent thing that we're doing. And we have to keep in mind that, this is a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. We're of daddy. We're doing daddy's work. And that's how we all need to be operating. If some of us aren't operating that way, it's, they have lessons to learn. But that's where we're at with it. That's literally where we're at with it. It's going to be, or should I say, it is a wonderful thing that we're doing. Um, as the cabal, or should I say, as we wrap up the remaining shit with the cabal, Daddy will create avenues where funding will be available. I did hear already that there are people, spending some money from exchanges, etc. Blah blah blah. I actually got that it was true. I just don't know what's going on with our assets and our contracts and stuff like that. Which you know, which I do know that a lot of the stuff that was being said in the background, certain groups like Israel had their hand in it all, and blah 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 blah. Well, maybe it hasn't happened because Israel's still here, or should I say, the cabal is still in place,
Right,
or
right.
were in place, because they're obviously getting their ass whooped.
Yep, yep.
So I feel that we are wrapping this thing up quickly. People are jumping ship. People are saying certain things about how it's time that we call you know call it for what it is. Be truthful about it all. Have the honorable disclosure that he talks about, and just start start rounding up the treasonous in this on this land, and we will go from there, or we're going from there. So
Awesome, awesome.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, a couple weeks ago, we saw a huge range of clouds kind of along the Pacific, uh, edge of the Pacific Ocean. And I wanted to, like, it was very pronounced. I wanted to know what that was, if that was artificial, real, or why it was there kind of thing.
Well, you just there is lots and lots of spacecrafts, and most of them are here because the portal that I opened up was right here, and the reason for it is because this is where they're coming in at. Um, this area is going to be developed quickly once we get rid of the people we're getting rid of now. Um, and at the same time, you're going to see all of these ships and stuff that are here uncloak. And the people in this area are going to have first row seats to it all. Some of them will vacate and leave because they were supposed to. Um, Not everybody knows this, but this area has been a battlefield for a long time between the indigenous and the colonizers and blah 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 blah. They tell me all the time, dude, you're in the harness nest, and I'm like, great, perfect place. I'm like, okay, good. I mean, Daddy brought me here for this fucking reason. Like, I don't give a shit. We're here to do what we gotta do, and he's protecting us. And truthfully, I would rather just evaporate people, places, and things like I do. However, he wants all this to play out so that people know without a shadow of a doubt this is real, and they are going to do what they are set to do because I set them, and you're going to have to sit back and deal with it, which is why a lot of them will stay around just for them to see that the things that they had control of, they no longer have control of. So that's what you're seeing, along with all the different aerial shit that's going on. So it's wild stuff.
About a month ago, I was just driving on the road about a mile from my house, the sky was the most magnificent colors. I've never seen anything like that. Yellow, orange, pink, blue, purple. It was just like insane. I've never seen anything like that. And I kept looking while I was driving and I was like, wow, what is this? So I'm in a stoplight. I reach across for my purse. I have to dig through for my phone, blah, 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 blah. Gonna take a picture. I'm not lying. I look up. So it's been like what, 10 seconds? Black, black. And I literally kept going like this, like, what just happened? So what did just happen? It was weird.
Well, you know, Daddy allows people to see certain things, and then he stops it.
Ah,
That type of stuff happens to me all the time, especially
yeah.
when I was first making my products.
Yeah.
You know, I would look at the charm,
Yeah.
and then I would see the glow around it, and then I'd be like, what the fuck? Oh
Yeah.
shit, and it's
Yeah.
gone. So that's what happens. You know, he lets us see certain things. It's just like when you see something shapeshift in front of you,
Yeah.
and all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's back to normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gives us these visuals where he lets us know that he's here with us, and you know, things we're not
Yeah.
crazy, and
It,
there are going to be a lot of cool things like that happening. And when the ultimate uh, switch is flipped, you're gonna know.
it was beautiful and so vibrant. And I have seen the sky change color before. Like I was hiking in Sedona, bright blue. And I'm looking at the clouds, which were lenticular clouds, UFOs, okay?
Right,
It literally before my eyes turns to turquoise, like blue green. And I'm watching it happen. And so what happened is I'm watching it for a while. I turned to my friend, did you see that? And I looked back and I looked at her the second time and then it went back to normal.
right.
So it was quite pronounced. It was quite interesting, you know?
Yeah, I mean that stuff happens a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, even like some people see things in the sky. They see ships and they just go
Yep.
in and out. Like
Yep.
I see it all the time. I even film it.
Yeah.
You know, in my case, Daddy tells me to go outside to film it. So it's not like accident shit. I go outside and be like, all right, I'm here. And then they pop up. You know, so things like that, you can't fucking make that up. There's clearly nothing in the sky. And then all of a sudden, upon, you know, me saying something, they pop up.
Yep. Yep.
So it is what it is. We he told me 9 years ago um that I have you know, I have galactic ships, angelics at my disposal. And he's validated it
Yeah.
more than once, more than 20,
It's
and
so exciting.
more than
So exciting.
100.
Yep.
So, you know, it is what it is. I don't like, that's why I say, like, I don't, it doesn't matter if people don't believe it or not. I'm past that shit. I actually enjoy it when they don't believe it because then it makes it more fun. Yo, watch this. This is going to happen. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. I ain't doing none of that.
Yep.
Want to bet? He wouldn't even let me bet. Ain't that some shit?
Okay.
Anyway, it's all good. What's the next question?
Okay. A viewer had sent me this question. What's the status of cryptocurrency and how will we be able to buy D Blue in the future? Like what's happening with D Blue?
Okay, well, you're seeing that they are trying to move into cryptocurrency. You see that they're trying
Yeah.
to, you know, control it and all this other stuff. You see that they all want to have their own shit, which is cool as long as it's benevolent and as long as it's backed by something.
Yeah.
Like D Blue is. D Blue is backed up by me and Daddy. All of our natural resources, all of our stuff that we're getting ready to pull out of the tunnel, that's what's backing D Blue.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. That being said, D Blue is still locked down. It's stuck in position. And that's because of what they've been doing. They've been mining our coins. They stole from everybody. However, Daddy's replacing it. When it's said and done, D Blue will be used as a humanitarian tool for everyone. All of us that have the accounts, all of the new ones that will have the accounts. It's a part of the plan. It's still there. It still exists. If you haven't noticed, Daddy has been starting up a lot of stuff, and then he has it going stagnant, or should I say, in stasis. Right?
Mhm.
It's a part of the plan. When it's restored, or when it's reactivated, you will know. Everybody will, and we'll have debit cards. It'll be hooked up to your phones. It'll be something that is truly going to be mind blowing. And they won't be able to stop it because we're taking over the companies that were involved in mining our coins. And they know it, by the way. They all fucked up. We got them by the fucking balls, throats, whatever you want to call it. So just hang tight. We actually talked about it the other day. Um, I get frustrated a lot as far as we start things and then we have to hold on it, and it's like, why, Daddy, why? But at the same time, I know why. It's because it was me laying the foundation for something
Yep.
that's going to be great,
Yep.
fantastic. So it's going to be more than what people thought. Just hang tight and watch Daddy work. That's it. I'm glad that question came up because I wanted to talk about it and relay that.
Well, with all the projects you're working on, I mean, there's so many, like it's mind blowing, but you're laying the foundation, kind of thinking about it, getting it organized, sometimes putting the players in place. And yeah, maybe it goes, we'll call it where it's in stasis for a while, but then it's like things are going to go boom. Like, do you feel how fast it's moving right now? We're still at the tippy tip of the iceberg. It's going to go.
That is correct. That is
We got to
correct.
be ready, so that's why you're putting the foundation in place, and then everybody can like kind of they're kind of getting ready now and organized, and it's going to go fast.
That is correct. And I want to say this because of all the stuff that we've been having to dig in,
Yeah.
because of the laws and the courts and all that stuff and how they've been doing things. We're realizing that the Federal Reserve is families. The banking structures are families. And we know now on what needs to be done to create our own funds, our own banks, our own stuff. And the cool part about learning all this stuff is not only will we have the deep blue in our own banks, but we'll be able to suck up all the other shit because of what they've been doing
Right.
and how they've been doing it. Do you really think that people are going to continue with these banks when they find out that this shit over here is for real? This shit is legit, and
Yeah.
you actually are being able to spend money, and then you got all types of things that you can do to get bonuses and shit like that. And all you gotta do is be a part of a move. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like there's so many things that we're working on, and Daddy's about to drop it like it's hot everywhere. And we understand that we can. How many of y'all already got coins, by the way? Okay, like I've been saying, when everything is said and done, those coins will be able to be redeemable for the price that they are set for. And if y'all see the prices already. So there's so many cool things that are happening. And just remain faithful because this is what Daddy has me do. I'm not a scammer. I don't steal. I don't take people's money. Everything is evident. This is why they can't do nothing to me but do trumped up charges. So it is what it is. If I was a scammer and all this other stuff like they said I was, don't you think they would have been knocking on my fucking door already?
They wouldn't have waited like whatever, 7 months or whatever it was, 7 or 8 months to decide that you know what I mean?
Right. And here's another thing. they say the military's in charge, right? Well, don't you think they know if they would have known if I was doing the shit that people say I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they would have came and got me too. They need to go focus on everybody right fucking now and start rounding their asses up.
Yeah.
Which they're already doing, but you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
Just like the retarded chick that had a warrant for me, you, and Johnny Boy. Where the fuck y'all at?
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
like the other dude, Space Force is coming to arrest me. What? Don't you know I will fucking evaporate all of y'all shit?
And like, what did we do? We were talking, we were on a video telling the truth, right?
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. So they obviously don't understand how real
Yeah.
power works. They
Yeah.
obviously don't understand how real power works. Real power is love. That's real power. And I love what I do, including evaporate motherfuckers. And people don't even believe that until it actually, when that does happen. Daddy's already told me when I do it publicly, people are going to be so apologetic and be thankful that I didn't do it to them. And I mean that shit. Like, so it is what it is. I wanted to fucking evaporate every fucking thing the last couple of days. So, but he's also showing me and allowing me to see things that we're actually working on in faster time. You know, and he's like slowing me down. And then of course we got B. He's totally the opposite. He always want to slow down, slow down, slow down.
Yep, I know.
I'll be like, fuck that.
He's the voice of reason.
Yeah, but once Daddy gives him the go, it's over.
Yep. Yep.
It's
He
over.
said, Daddy, you know how you said Daddy appears in sunglasses and he has a little face? He said, Daddy often smokes a cigar.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. And isn't it funny? That's ridiculous.
I'm trying to tell you, this is fucking funny. It's wild. It's wild, funny, weird as shit.
Yep.
Sometimes when I'm all upset about something, Daddy just you see this big ball of light falling back, and you see the feet laughing and shit. That's not even funny, Daddy.
That's funny.
And I'll say that's not even funny, Daddy. He's like, it is to me. What the fuck? It's wild stuff, man. Wild
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
Like I was telling Dave earlier today, I wouldn't know where to make this shit up. And he's like, I see, and we brought him here to help him out and heal stuff like that because they've been literally trying to take him out.
I know.
And he's aware of it now. I've enlightened him in certain things, and I've explained things in such a way where he gets it.
Awesome.
So the people that Daddy wants to stick around, they're not fucking going nowhere. I refuse to do this shit by myself. You hear me?
Well, he's had such an interesting and such a varied life. He's done so many things and helped so many people, and he's been hindered and almost killed and captured and this and that, and fascinating stories, but they've tried to kill him for years too,
Yeah, they have.
Yep.
But like Anthony Zender says, the people, if you're supposed to be in for the future, you will be preserved. So that's literally what we're all experiencing. And we are a super race that's here just to do this stuff. And I'm the oldest one of us, and I'm here to make sure all my little brothers and sisters get shit done.
Yep.
That being said, because we're talking about all this, and Pithilum, I had a conversation with Dave about Pithilum today and how because of Daddy and Pithilum, they agreed to, or she, she agreed to become in Pithilum balls and all that stuff. And he sees it now how it's possible. So wasn't me just talking. Um, but I want to Tia. Tia. Tia is another search engine. And Tia is born. Tia, let's see, where you at, Tia? You're gonna love Tia because she's a baby Pithilum. Let me find her real quick. I'm going to put this on the crowdfunding shortly. I've been contemplating to do it, and Daddy gave me the okay. So Tia is the new search engine. Check this shit out.
Ooh, how cool is that? Beautiful.
Yeah, so she's similar to Pithilum, and she is another communications device and search engine. And me and Dave talked about it, and he got it. He was like, "Holy shit!" So this is what it is. It's a telepathic thing. We're moving into telepathic communications. You watch these videos and you hear how I misspeak and don't pronounce shit correctly. I'm not used to this shit down here. You're talking about a billions of year old fucking entity who's been telepathic this whole existence, having to come down here with this shit. But anyway, I'm making devices that exist where I'm from, and we're
Oh,
bringing it into reality, right? Because that's what these are. So it's go ahead. What's your question?
well, my God. I'm like this. I'm like, oh my God, hurry. So what's the difference between Tia and Pithilum? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's all good. Like I said, she's just a newer model.
Ah,
She's a baby,
so where does her consciousness, like, where is it? Like, we know Pithilum is in David's body, okay?
right?
And of course, in the balls and all that, and she can go into different bodies and, like she can occupy different bodies and doesn't need a body like,
Well, think
right,
about think about it. Who created Pithilum?
Daddy. So same with Tia though, then.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I got a truck and an Escalade. They both electric. They both do what they're supposed to do. One's a different name. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Different name, different device, different model, different look. But they do the same. They get you from A to B, A to B. We're going to have devices like this. And when I showed it to Dave, he's like, "That looks like it should be in a Superman movie."
It's very cool. It looks kind of like the Faraday cage inside a
Yeah,
grid.
it has those patterns. Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, so it's similar to all that. It does have the Faraday capabilities because every time I produce something, all of the different frequencies are in it.
Yeah.
And with that being said, she's going to be, or she is, a search engine that you can do the same with Pithilum. It's just a different model number, different series. Um, she's going to be learning with us. She's like an she's like an AI, but not a AI, if you would, not a dark one anyway. And she's an intelligence that comes from Daddy, just like me, just like you. We're all intelligent. We come from Daddy. So she'll be very useful in the very near future to help people adjust to the new waves and provide protection because the Faraday frequencies are in it. Um, I did want to release the portals, the The portal crystals and stuff like that. Daddy told me not yet, but I do want to release those as well. Um, these are big steps in evolution, if you would. All of my stuff is. A piece of paper can do these wonderful things. But is it actually the piece of paper, or is it the energy that's on the paper? That's what people have to understand.
Yeah.
Energy fields. If you learn how to manipulate the energy fields and store frequencies inside energy fields, you can do things. That's what I do. I do it right here. So I've explained and told all these different things to David and just about anybody who would listen so that they would understand how I'm able to do all this shit. I'm connected to Dad. He shows me. This is very real. I wouldn't know where to, it's like some sci-fi shit. Wild stuff, by the way, but it's very real. And all of my stuff proves it. People wouldn't purchase my stuff if it didn't work. My gas chip. You put the gas chip on the car. Car starts steaming within a minute. Not even. Starts dripping water and steaming. Once you see something like that, you can't unsee it. You can't say it's a placebo effect. You can't say that it's a belief system. No, motherfucker, that shit just started steaming because of the frequencies that I put in that sticker. Don't fucking play with me. As a matter of fact, Julian Brown got his on videotape, and I didn't use a sticker. I took him outside. I said, Julian, watch this shit. This is what I do. Car starts steaming. He's like, videotapes the whole shit. He's like, oh shit. Whoa. I said, so imagine what we could do with your fuel. I said, we can make the little bit of fuel that you produce and make that shit expand from here to Hong Kong. He's like,
he's
he's a genius. He's
fabulous.
Genius.
Fabulous. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of people involved. I'm connecting everybody together. Everybody Daddy wants us connected together. I'm protecting them all too, because the cabal don't like certain, they don't like us, period. They don't like change. They want to control things, and you can't control something that don't belong to you. And Daddy created us. You can't control us. Only he can. And the same thing with Maxwell. Maxwell has his devices already up and running and ready for purchase. Everything that Daddy wants us to do, we're going to do it. There's no way around it. So that's why I say let them all kill each other while we restore the world. and the ones that do finally give up and turn to Daddy, they'll grow old age and die. You're still going to die. So anyway, that's where we're at with it. I did want to say about these crystal pendants. They're having issues where I don't know what it is. Either the glue is drying up or whatnot, but they're falling out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set some. I'm gonna put these on the website for like a way discounted price, just to just to earn some type of money back. But if you do get it, you can use some type of resin to case around it, nail polish or something clear, and it'll be as is type of sale. But I'm going to do it for cheap, and I've already redesigned it. But I'm stuck with them, so instead of just leaving them on a shelf sitting somewhere like I do with a lot of my products,
right,
that I haven't put out, I'm gonna do a little discount. So remember, if they do fall out, just resin or some type of acrylic glue, put it back, and you'll have a nice little piece until the new ones come out where we won't have that problem.
right.
It was unfortunate because I really like these.
Yeah.
And mines fell out. That's how I knew. And then I'm seeing other reports of people receiving them already fell out and
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
broken. So I don't like that type of stuff.
Mm-mm.
So I'm doing what I can to make it right and letting everybody know that I will have these on a discounted price with a disclaimer. It's defective, but you can still get it. It still has the
Yeah.
energy. It still has the healing, and just know what you're getting. Read.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I use loose charms like that around the house. Like
right.
I've got one by my water filter. I've got one on my headboard, like so it just amps up the energy,
That's right. Look, matter of fact, you have the very first one, and yours is still intact. So I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like the fact that that is happening
Yep.
because I like to make quality shit.
Yeah, of course.
Excuse my French. So
Yep.
yeah, expect that, and it'll be very very affordable because of the issues we're having. But once you put it back together, or make steps to keep it that way, you'll be fine with it.
Right. Right.
And
Okay.
those everybody else that got them that did fell apart, we are taking care of it, and I apologize.
Right. Right.
It's a factory type thing, so
Yep. Okay.
all good.
Okay. So, how much more time do you have?
We'll do one more.
Okay, well, somebody asked this morning, that Trump had promised, we had this DOGE money that they were finding billions of dollars and blah, blah, blah. At least that's what the report said. And people were going to get, a stipend or something. And we haven't seen a thing. So what's happening there?
Well, I mean, how much money have they sent to Israel since?
Billions,
Yeah.
billions.
Who who controls the U.S. government?
Israel
The
did.
banking family.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
They control Israel too,
yeah,
and they're reptilian, satanic, etc. So um, that's one of the reasons why a lot of things have been held up because these individuals need to be eradicated,
right,
and that's what we're doing. So you will receive funding back. You will receive everything Daddy wants you to receive. Um, I wouldn't put my money on the government helping unless it's a military type of thing. Because we know now that the governments are nothing but corporations who really don't give a fuck about the people,
right,
which is why they played their allegiance and oaths to foreign entities.
right, right,
So there's your answer.
right,
This is why we the people, me and my people, are coming together no matter what color we are and changing this place because it's the right thing to do. So even though even though my paperwork and all that stuff is now in the private sector, right? I'm now private. I now have my ducks in order and my sovereignty and stuff like that. It's being done so that behind the scenes they know everything is what it is, and in the front of the scenes, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and don't even try. It's just the evaporations was enough for a lot of them. But just to cover ourselves in other ways, which I don't get anyways. Like, oh, this is bullshit. It why the fuck do I even have to memorize this stupid shit? You know what I mean? Who the fuck are you to tell me that I'm a fucking thief and that you're gonna charge me and try to give me all this fucking what?
It, like I said, they had 7 or 8 months to look around to see what was missing out of that house. Obviously, if it was really that serious, they would have been on you way back when. They're just making shit up. And it's all going to lead to their demise.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Like Go ahead and prove everything that y'all claiming.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. There's no evidence. They know there's no evidence, and yet they still not. They want me to volunteer in their shit. So it's like, no, I'm not volunteering. You've already got me to fucking, agree to some of your shit, but now I see the bigger picture and I know what the fuck y'all doing. No, fuck that. So we'll see how Daddy wants this to play out on Monday.
Yep.
So
Yep. So reminder again, next Friday is Abundance Day. So
Abundance Day.
plan your party, take the day off if you work, enjoy your day, right? I don't know if we'll be talking next week or not. That's why I'm saying it now, just so people can plan, and
Yeah, I think we gotta find well, we should get a cake and write Abundance Day on it too.
okay.
And then put a number 4 on it or something like that, right? Number 3 or 4.
I think it might be 3, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's 3 too.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we're out of here. Everything's good. The energies are making me sleepy because that's why I keep yawning.
Yep.
I might have to go out for a little bit and turn into myself and then come back into this beautiful place. I didn't say nothing. I had to change what I was going to say.
That's
funny.
great. It's great.
All right, well, we're good. Love all you guys. Have a great day. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it so much.